All right, let's look at our high school STEM suite. It's a pretty cool area. We've got some student workrooms right here on the sides. The students have autonomous time, so they have one free block. You come in, it's a large shared space between robotics, CAD, computer design, high school engineering, and makerspace. Over here, we have a large collaborative area. This can be used for students during their autonomous time. A couple more workrooms. To the right over here is where we tend to teach coding, or the kids can just kind of break out and sit on the couches, work on their own when they're coding. They can collaborate between classes. It's kind of a nice open area. There's a couple school computers along the side too that have hardware packages installed on them if the kids don't have it on their computers. That wall can be opened and moved, and that leads to the big design room. To this side, we have the robotics area, and this is the middle school, high school robotics suite. We have an elevated robot arena for VEX. Best part about elevating it is you can store everything underneath it. So underneath it, we have all of the stuff for our F1 in schools as well as for our VEX. Plus, let's be honest, it looks really cool. Over here is the robotics work area. These big hexagonal tables are awesome. These cabinets hold the Lego EV3 kits. We use EV3 for robotics in the middle school. It's a nice platform. So this has, I think, 24 of our EV3 kits, and then next to it there's another cabinet with the expansion kits. We've started using these portable TVs with Apple TVs, so you can just use that and move it around rather than a projector. So everything's designed to be fluid and flexible. Some storage over here for student VEX, as well as lots of parts for VEX and Lego EV3 on that side. Over here is kind of the testing, storage, building area. Right now our robots are doing hill climbing, so we measured up the angle of the hill, see how high they can get. It's another view of the robot arena, and then the whole place looking from the robotics side. Over there in the corner is storage and charging stations for the EV3 robots. So you've got the chargers that kind of run up through the back. One of our teachers kind of put that in so you can run the charger from the back. Arduino storage, some more computer odds and ends. It's a lot of storage, a little bit of messiness, but that's okay. That means people are actually using it and working. More random bolts, odds and ends, charging things. At the end of the design program are kind of our two more self-contained rooms, basically the heavy computer room and then the heavy machine room. The programming room is where we've got our big workstations. So this is what you want for yearbook, CAD, programming. So we come in, and even on a Saturday, look at that, we've got two students. Oh, how they're working, even on the weekends. So I teach CAD in here, and then we teach AP Computer Science, graphics design, laser cut, the design thinking lamps up top that I think are especially cool. Some more examples of laser cutting from student projects up here. The flexible TV screen, Apple TV, so you don't need a projector. And then pretty serious Mac workstations. These are for your yearbook, design, coding, programming, studious students. Some of the yearbooks from years past, because we're proud of the cool stuff we do. The little charging data thing that holds all the photos for yearbook, because that takes up a lot of space. I'm not the expert on graphics and coding and hardware, so I know they need a lot of stuff in here. But it's a nice workspace, and it does open up if you want to open it up, although we usually keep it isolated. Across the hall from it is the big digital fabrication room. This was going to be a makerspace for the high school, but we decided it works a lot better to split digital and physical fabrication, because you don't want to put woodworking equipment, saws, and power tools right next to 3D printers, since those don't really mix well with sawdust. So against this wall, we have our bank of 3D printers that are connected to this universal computer that's got a Google Drive on it that we just drop our designs in, and then you can put it into whoever's got a workstation next. There's the jukebox that was laser cut and built by Jake McCullough. So we've got a couple maker bots that work great, the big replicator Z18, a couple replicator pluses, work really well. We've got a couple up boxes. One works awesome, one is nothing but trouble. There's a Zortax that's okay. More random makers, filament for the 3D printers. Underneath it is storage for the filament and 3D printers. It's actually a repurposed lunch counters from our cafeteria, because that's how we roll. We've got a CNC machine that we use mostly for F1 in schools that I'd like to use more in our program. We have a Windows XP machine. Just kidding, it's actually a big Mac workstation, but we put Windows on it because Windows runs the laser cutter. This is an 80-watt laser cutter. It is awesome and amongst the best tools we have bought for our school. You do need serious ventilation for it and cooling because, you know, lasers are hot. But I love this. The students can use it with Illustrator, with CAD. We use it with Fusion 360. And then you've got all the storage next to it for acrylics, cardboard, whatever they want to cut. There's a lot of workspace in the middle of the room. The kids kind of use it for a lot of different things. It's messy now because, you know, we're using it. Against the wall, we've got 3D printed student projects, another portable TV to use as a monitor, tools, sanders, all kinds of things in those drawers that you might need. Some hand power tools over here. Got drills, Dremels, a couple other things, some hand tools, hot glue guns, rulers, measurement, more cardboard. Against the wall, we put in some huge storage shelves for consumables. So you can see a lot of styrofoam at the top, cardboard, big paper for the printers, as well as acrylic, PVC, all kinds of things. And then in the back, we've got stuff we haven't quite figured out how to store yet, like old filament containers for 3D printers, our Arduinos, there's a sink because, you know, that just kind of happens. And then some storage for student work that they've printed up, the other Zortax 3D printer that we're working on, some more filaments and laminates. All in all, a great workroom and a workspace. Students go back and forth between classes. You might be in a CAD class, so you might be doing Fusion 360 programming in this room with me, but come over here to throw it in the laser cutter to see what happens. You might be doing robotics in here, but you're gonna go sit down and program away from the rest of the kids who are testing their robots, so you might go over there to use this workspace. High school kids might use the workspace in the back for autonomous time. We've got a racetrack we measured out on the floor because we did our racing robots. And all in all, having it together is a big, awesome room. And it's just inspiring to work in a place like this. So you see Design Innovation Suite. Unfortunately, Jake McCullough's name is no longer there since he moved to ASIJ, whatever. No, I'm happy for you. And then we have the giant Design and Innovation Suite sign that everyone was working on last year. That was all laser cut and supposed to have motors and lights. Not quite there yet, but it's a good example of the kind of work that goes on in our room. You're never quite done with everything, but you're building cool stuff. Thanks.